Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Warframe video. Obviously, we're in the Selmacorn. You guys know what this means. It means we're going to do the verses, and today we have Nova. So Nova is really cool. I do like Nova. She's probably one of the better frames for attack. We had Necros last time, if you guys remember. He's not very much made for attack, but Nova definitely is. So, if you guys are into attack, awesome. So, yeah. And Nova, she's kind of deals with, like, oh, what is it? Like dark matter or something weird like that. She's really scientific-y something or other. So, so yeah. So yes, that's literally like all I can really say about her. She can do like dimensions and stuff, so I guess she kind of is dimension travel too in a way, but yeah. So anyways, if you guys are new to this series, we generally go through the frames with primes and irregular, and we see if we can find any differences in them, if it's like an effect on their abilities or whatnot. Most of the time we don't find much, just an FYI, so don't expect anything special, but I always do give pointers in these videos as well, so if you guys have a certain frame you're trying to get into or whatever, I do give a couple pointers to them and whatnot. So anyways, so obviously this is my Nova Prime. I have been commented on my Nova Prime and everyone likes my purple choices for her, so. And I do love her purple as well. I was like, I need to make her purple once I got her, so I made her purple. Oh, sorry guys. No, I'm still kind of getting over the cold, so. I am feeling a lot better though, so. And I can talk, so it's totally fine. Because that's what matters, if I can talk. So as usual, her abilities are on the right hand side. We got Null Star, Antimatter Drop, Wormhole, and Molecular Prime. So, like I said earlier, she is built for attack. She's not made for defense or anything like that, really. She's built for attack. So if you guys want an attack frame, she's perfect for that. I think, which boss dropped her? I think it was the flying guy. I don't remember his name, but he's the one who drops her. That you go against, like he goes in these little tunnels and everything, and you have to destroy the tunnels under him to just kill him, that type of thing. That's the one that drops Nova, but yeah. So yeah, I would say she's like antimatter portal travel sort of thing. I think antimatter is technically what she's about, but you know. Black holes and whatnot, all that weird sciencey stuff, so. So obviously, if you guys are new to this series, like I said, mentioned before, we usually come in here, we spawn some enemies, see if we can find any differences in them. Usually there isn't much difference, so I just really talk about them and whatnot, so yeah. So let us go in here. We do have crewmen. We might as well. We only have 10 of them though. Oops. So like I said, she is built for attack, so it wouldn't really matter who we pick, I don't think. Yeah, I totally want Tomb Guardian. Totally want those. Let's do these guys. And she's golden. She might as well have some golden enemies too. So, here we go. So, Null Star is her first one. It pretty much creates deadly little balls of matter around her. Again, guys, I apologize if I cough or anything. This is what happens when you've been sick. I am at that point of my sickness that I'm trying trying to get out of my system pretty much is what I'm doing, so. I'm getting a little overexcited, I think. But the Null Star pretty much has little like anti-ball matters around us, and then it launches them at the enemies. Pretty much what it does. As you guys can see, it slowly hurts them when it attacks them. So that's a good attack if you're like trying to take out enemies easier, and you're just like running, flying around the map. That's a really good attack for that. And as you guys can see, eventually they will kill them, so. As you guys can see, it's like little atoms that like just swirl around you. That's pretty much what they do. And then they just attack, force themselves on enemies and attack them, hurt them in some way. So I do suggest this attack while you're going through the map. And you just want to help your squad with some enemies. That is a good attack to use. I don't think I can deactivate it. Nope. Not until all my balls are gone. Alright, so that's pretty much what that one does. And then I think I'm going to do Wormhole now. Just because it's kind of a weird ability. So what Wormhole does is it creates a legit wormhole that you can jump in. That's literally what it does. So if we go over here to our wormhole, so look, so this is what it does, guys. So this is what Wormhole does. It creates a wormhole. And then we can go into the wormhole. And we're somewhere else. So it's a good transportation ability is what pretty much it does. I wanted to do that when no enemies were around just because it was easier on me. So that's literally what it does. So if you guys need to like teleport to some other part of the map, there you go. There's a quick way to do that. And then, hold on, let me gather all of my stuff. Then let's spawn those guys back in. So we can still got our little antimatter. We can use to attack this one. And then our next ability is Antimatter Drop, which drops a giant ball of pretty much our little antimatter. Here it is right here. You guys see? And it eventually explodes. So that's literally what it does. So it just creates a big ball of antimatter. And if you attack it, you can cause it to explode. So it's a good area ability, I would say. I think we got everyone, but let me see if I can do it on the ground for you. So as you guys can see, it creates a big ball, and then it eventually explodes. So, like I was saying, that is very good for areas of enemies. So if you guys are like stuck in a horde or something, totally use that. And you can attack it yourself if it's floating around. And that will actually cause it to explode. So you can make it pretty much a ticking time bomb if you want to. It's always fun. And then, of course, we got Wormhole, which takes you to other parts of the map. So good ability to use if you want to teleport somewhere. I noticed that a lot of people who made Nova, they'll actually use that ability to get the squad to extraction, which is very smart. You gotta have to know where to place them though, because you never know, you could end up in front of a wall or something, so. But that ability is fun to use just for the giggles too, because then you can see where it'll take you. I think it usually just takes you in a straight line, if you guys are wondering. Yeah, that's literally what it does. So it takes you in a straight line, pretty much is what an extension does. Unless it's like on a spot you can't get to. And like I said, any of your squad mates can use your wormholes. So it doesn't have to be you or whatnot. So once you put it down, pretty much any of your team can use it. Alright. So let's spawn these guys back in. And we're going to do our ultimate ability, which is Molecular Prime. And this ability is amazing. You'll see why. So essentially, it slowly kills everyone. It creates like this effect around them. And it will eventually kill them, as you guys can see. Oh, so sorry. I sound so horrible still. Oh. I'm okay though, guys, I promise. I'll live. But it pretty much is this slow deteriorating ability. Like, it will attach itself to an enemy and slowly kill him, pretty much, technically. I think it has like a certain, like when your timer's going on, I think that's how long it actually lasts, and it's actually explosive. That's how I'm understanding it, yeah. So when the timer's still going, then it can kill him. But once it's not going on, then it won't kill him. So essentially you gotta watch your timer on that one, but. As you guys can see, it just releases a massive wave of energy. And this energy attaches itself to the enemies. Then, while the timer's going on, it can kill them, initially explode them. So, it is an excellent ability for area. So, if you thought Antimatter was good, this one is better. So, and, I'll be honest, when I pull out Nova, that's probably one of the abilities I use the most, and Null Star. Just because those abilities are more effective against the enemies. And a lot of Nova players that I know do like to use her fourth one the most as well. But I don't suggest using it like in relic runs or anything until like all of you have 10. Because it's not fair to anyone else because you're just getting all the kills. It's sort of like Saren's one ability as well, her main ability as well, and Amber's. A lot of people don't initially realize that if they're using their final ability in relic runs, you're actually slowing down the process of getting the reactant. I mean, they claim that it helps, but it really doesn't. It actually can slow it down quite a bit. So I highly don't suggest using it until you guys are super close to 10, or you have 10. So there is my little tip for you guys. And I think we're gonna spawn them in one more time. And we'll use this guy. As you guys can see, it slowly kills them and they explode. Those that get left behind, I believe it slows them down, but you essentially can kill them a lot easier though. So it is kind of a help as well if it's still on them and your timer's gone. It won't kill them, I don't think, but it will. No, it slowly kills them still. So yeah, it's it still completely slowly kills them, so it's very useful if you're trying to get rid of a massive amount of enemies. Definitely an area ability, which is what I'll call them, because they are. That's what they are. They're made for area of enemies. So yeah, guys. So there is her basic abilities, what they do, essentially. So let's see if we can see any weird effects on her abilities here. So obviously the wormholes are very colorful and beautiful. And then her little null balls, they just orb around her and they're yellow. So they're essentially her accent. It's essentially what color they are. And then the mask ball is just a giant ball of energy, pretty much, essentially. So, as for her health and her shield, her health is obviously higher than her shield, as you guys can see. I'll be honest with you guys, this is always true for every frame. Either their health is higher or their shield is higher. It just depends on the frame and how you built them. But, obviously, Nova is more towards health than she is shield, so. But they are close otherwise, so. That's one thing we can look at. Okay, so I'll pull out my regular Nova now. My regular Nova has kind of a unique skin on her, so I think you guys will like her. We never use that. Which is fine. Again, guys, I apologize if you hear me coughing and whatnot. It's fine. This is what happens when you've been sick and whatnot. Alright, so this is obviously my regular Nova. She, like I said, she does have a different skin on her. I tend to, unless I really, really like the Prime skin, I tend to keep my, their Prime skin. But other than that, I usually change the regular frame no matter what. Let's make sure the sword is the right color there. There we go. So yes, you guys know this. You guys have probably noticed that I usually put a skin on my regular version of my frame just because that's a good place to try skins out and whatnot. But and I like this skin just because it looks like she has a little top hat. She's just like, I have a cool top hat. I have a cool hat. Alright. And I believe this is the 10-gen skin, if you guys are wondering. And look how ridiculously fast she is. This is one thing I see a lot in Nova, and I see people complain about Nova. If your Nova's not fast, it's like, what is wrong with you? My regular Nova, she's faster than my Prime Nova. I've pretty much based her abilities, like her strength of her abilities, more on the Prime one than the regular one. So this is why my regular Nova has so much speed on her. So she's my speed Nova. And my Prime Nova is my attack Nova, pretty much, is essentially what I was going for. So but many players do suggest put some speed on her, just because she's decent with speed. So if you guys are wondering about that. Alright, so let's simulate again. And let's do our new ball. Okay, so right off the bat, her new ball is not the same as her counterpart. They are essentially balls still, but they're not as obvious. They're smaller as well. There's one difference you can see. Then let's do our mask. Antimatter mask is the same. Obviously, it's different if your colors are different, but... Woo! I fell off. It's fine. Okay, and then... Yeah, so as you guys can see, her null balls aren't as big and they're not as obvious. They're just balls. They're smaller balls. They're like little ice crystals, technically. So there's one difference we see, obviously. And I don't think I've messed with her energy colors, so she's not like special energy colors or anything, so that could be essentially a part of it as well. But and then we got our antimatter, which is pretty much the same. And then we got our portals. Let's put one right here. Yeah, so the wormholes look exactly the same as well, as you guys can see. Okay, so we only have our mask ability left, our area ability left. Let's spawn them back in. Then let's do our matter here. Yeah, so the final ability, Molecular Prime, still has the same effect as her counterpart, so... And as you guys can see, it has the same effect when you launch it. And it slowly kills them. Yep, it's slowly killing them. So. I think we have one more guy still. Where is he? Find him, Jason. Dive in him. Find him. There he is. Alright, guys. So, obviously, as you guys can see, between the Prime and the regular, health is definitely her strength. And I have similar builds on my regular and Primes. They're just not, like, super obvious or anything. But, like, this one has speed on her, like, for example. But it seems like the only real difference they have is their Null Star effect, which is their balls aren't as big and they're... That's essentially it, pretty much. So yeah, guys. So there you go. You have your little spiel on Nova. Like I said, she is made for attack. So if you guys are into that, she's totally for you. I do like to pull her out on occasion just because she's fun, but if you guys are looking into her, that's pretty much my little thing on her. Nova Prime is vaulted, so she is hard to get if you guys are looking for that version of her. But her regular version, you could totally get her by spamming the one boss on the one planet. I think it's... I'm trying to remember who it was. It was... Is it Jackal? It might be Jackal? Or his name is similar to Jackal. I'm not sure. I don't remember. It's been so long since I've tried to get Nova. So anyways, guys, there you go. There is your little video on Nova. I believe we have... Who is next, guys? Let's take a look. I believe that... Oh, we have Nyx next. So if you guys are a Nyx main, you'll want to watch the next video. And as always, guys, thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed, please leave a like down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.